What's up, guys? This is Z Money from Big Lip Radio. We're doing it again. Yes. Again. For the second time. First competition, second practice. For those of you who are just now tuning in, this is Big Lip Radio. Presents absolutely nothing besides what I'm about to do right now.
Here's the new Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
You guys are nuts. Hey, doing this kind of stuff with kids is crazy, but it doesn't bother me. I don't mind. Just be patient with me, and if you see me turn around and snap and yell at little kids, don't get offended, because when you have kids, you'll understand it's one thing you got to do: be tough and hard on them. You got to spank them. You got when they get boo-boos on the ground, you got to say get up and rub it off and stop crying. You know why? Because we don't want to raise a generation of pussies, millennials. Hey, but that's alright. That's why parents like myself, and I don't know about Papa J, but other parents exist that do the right thing for their kids, and they don't want to destroy their kids' future, so they discipline them when they're young, so when they're adults they can handle all the everyday life stress that get thrown at you. Because if you don't get yelled at in your own house, and then you go get a job, and your boss decides to yell at you at your own job, you're probably going to break down and freak the F out, because you're not used to that kind of thing. And everybody knows their bosses yell at them. And if you're sitting behind your keyboard and you're like, oh my gosh, that's some of the systemic hatrism that we need to change. Our boss is so mean. Get off your couch and say it to my face, and I bet you'll have a different type of opinion. Am I going to fight you? No, but I'm going to give you words of wisdom, my friend, because that's how real people fight, is with their words. Anyways, I'll come at you with them, and I'll hit you hard. But what I'm coming at you with right now is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Papa J and myself, the last few days have been going back and forth on our Discord, which you guys can catch on all of our social media, our link to our Discord at Big Lip Radio. He's been saying how, you know, there's slowdown issues with some of the older games. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to, especially when you're trying to emulate some of these older games on different types of consoles. And his idea and his ideal setup is to be able to play all the oldest games you can possibly play on new hardware. Now, why would you want to do that? I don't know. They make new hardware so you can play new and better games. It's just something somebody's into, and it happens to be Papa J. He's into playing the old stuff on the newest stuff you can get. I'm into playing old stuff in general. I don't really have a preference. I want to play it, but I'm not going to try to make it better than what it was, because at that point it's not authentic. It means you're trying to play a different game, or you're trying to make it better or experiment, but you're not authentically playing the game the way it is. Because on old consoles like the PlayStation, Super Nintendo, Sega, a lot of games on these consoles always had slowdown. There's always slowdown. There's a part in a game, almost every game you go to, that if there's just too much happening on the screen, your console or whatever it is going to slow down. Hey, girls, do not yell in here, please. For the love of goodness sake. Quit fighting. It's a drink. No, that's not your drink. Go get your own. Go. You're thirsty? Go get some water. We got water there. We got all the good stuff. You don't got to steal your sister's. Ah, the joys of having children and streaming on a weekend. I don't know how people with kids do it. Wait, people with kids don't do it because they're probably responsible and go out and have a job and not just sit in front of the computers, unless you're already getting paid thousands of dollars doing it. I feel like the only time when you have kids that you have enough time that you can dedicate just to sit in front of your computer and play games, not trashing it, just different lifestyle, I guess. I feel like the only time that could happen, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. The only time that could happen, what I was going to say, is the very beginning of that child's life, when the mother has that time off at work and the mother's forming a bond, and you're kind of there to get the mother whatever she needs, and, you know, take the baby if the mother's, you know, coping with having a new child and just can't handle it sometimes. You're there to take the baby, which is cool, but that would be the only time, I feel like, because the mom's tending to the baby and you're off too, because if you have a job, they're going to let you have time off so you can spend time with your newborn. I feel like in that window, if you do not either already have something going or have a good possibility of turning that time into something, I wouldn't start streaming. But that would be the only time I think you would have, just those first few weeks of maternity for the male or whoever's doing the streaming. I feel like that wouldn't be enough time. But we keep going off on tangents, almost like it's a real episode of Big Lip Radio. That's not what I want to do. I want to play some games. Now, like I was saying before, I got sidetracked and ended up down this lane, which is something we do quite often on Big Up Radio. Papa J and myself were determining which Tony Hawk Pro Skater game do we want to play, and that's what these last few days of practice have been. I've been sharing it on YouTube, live streaming. You guys get a view of my behind the scenes, I guess, because Big Up Radio, you just see a couple cameras pointed in one direction. Well, now you see a camera pointed at me and another camera pointed at a TV, because it's my low rent setup. We're going to play Tony Hawk games. I've been trying out all of them, all 4 of them that I have here on my PlayStation Classic. Papa J, the reason why this all started is because he thinks there's lag in the game, and I'm trying to prove to him there's not. I feel like this is going to go wrong against me. I'm just going to be the loser this time around, because I said, what do you mean lag? The old consoles have lag. All these games have lag. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do the biggest combo ever in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, because if there was a lag, that would be the one game that you would definitely have to notice it on. Like, no joke. You're moving fast. Things are popping up and off the screen. You have a combo that you're trying to build up. Just one trick. Multiple tricks in one line. So kick flips, grinds, airs, manuals. You use manuals and reverts, and those are common in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 to keep your combo going. So you hop off a rail after a grind. You don't just land. No. You push down, up, or up, down, and that'll put you into a nose manual, or whatever manual you're trying to get out of your skater. But sorry, there was another DV on. I could start to hear down in the background. But that's how you like it. In the revert, like when you come down off a vert ramp, if you hit your R2, your skater quickly does a 180, reverts to switch or normal, depending on how you skate. And then you can continue to press down, up, which will put you into another manual, which then allows you to travel around and do more tricks. Or you can just stay in the vert ramp and just keep reverting up and down and getting a lot of points. So you can do tricks over in this game. I don't think you can just revert your way to this win, because the goal here is the highest combo score. Highest combo score. I feel like you should get 3 chances to do in the top. The highest score out of the 3 wins. Now, the reason why I think this is going to go wrong for me in both ways is because I was an idiot, and I was like, hey, Papa J, there's not slowdown, let's do this. Little did I know, there's probably going to be some slowdown, number one. I mean, I told you already, almost every game has it. Even the new ones, I feel like there's a point where it slows down. And Papa J's old. So I have 2 things right there, because if he doesn't land any combo, he's got 2 excuses. His first combo, or his first chance if he doesn't do anything crazy, he's going to say, oh, there's lag, you started lag, I told you the lag screws me over. The second one, and I swear to God, if this comes out of his mouth, I'm going to laugh my ass off and then be kind of upset because he turned it around against me. His age. From day one, doesn't matter how old he's been, I'm pretty sure I've called him old his whole life, simply because of the fact that he's older than me. Well, unfortunately, this time around, it goes against me, because he can use that as an excuse. And I swear to God, if he uses that as an excuse, I'm going to say I told you so, right? You're old, right? Okay, thanks for finally now agreeing with me. So I'm wondering if he's even watching this. It cracks me up. Let me pull up the YouTube chat for you guys before we get started here, so I can check us out, answer any questions you guys have. Make sure, I guess, audio is working too. That's a good thing to probably double check, right? So I can check us out, answer any questions you guys have. Well, it looks like our audio is working on YouTube. Thank God. Let's pop this chat out. Let me just close that window, bring the chat over to here, to this window, so I can see it, and then kind of ignore what's going on over here to the left. I can still look at you, but I want to scoot to the right here, because we're playing some games. We are playing some games, guys. What game are we going to try? Well, here's the thing. Since these practices have come into play, we have been able to figure out what Tony Hawk game we want to play. And I know Papa Jason's is streaming live, and you haven't seen any of his practice sessions, but he has Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on the GameCube, maybe another retro console. The one he for sure does have is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. So he's going to make a character, create a character, a custom character, and he's going to build up the stats, and he wants to use those characters. I said, all right, smart guy, how do we get it off your GameCube, which is what he's going to play this on, onto my PlayStation Classic, because they use a memory card back in the GameCube days. The PlayStation Classic uses USB. The memory cards for the GameCube or any other system aren't USB for whatever stupid reason, they could still make a proprietary USB memory card. But I guess in the GameCube days there was no USB port, so there would be no reason to have one of those on there. Oh yeah, we figured it out as a team. Circle around, you'll get it. But I said, how are we going to get this on my PlayStation Classic? So he is going to send me a picture of his character that he created, which is great, by the way. I've already seen it, but I asked him for another one. He's going to send it to me. I'm going to model it as well as I can on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. And then when he comes here, hopefully it'll be there. Now, stats, how you say the stats? Well, this event is happening Tuesday before the podcast. So before 6 o'clock, I would say, sometime there, you'll get a notification on YouTube. That's why you should subscribe to us, because you'll get the notifications. You never got to go check when we have a video. We'll tell you. We'll tell you when we have a video. So just subscribe to that, youtube.com. I would like to say /Big Lip Radio, but I don't even think that's the right one. I tried that earlier, and it's to one of our other pages that we don't put content on, so please forgive me. From now on, I'm just going to say go to YouTube and search Big Lip Radio. It's the first link. You'll see it with all the content on there, 127 videos or something like that. You can catch our live stream shows there, too, if you missed it on Tuesday. But this is something you're going to want to see. We'll have it up there for you guys. So he is going to take a picture of his character stats on Monday night, so the last day he'll practice, send it to me, and that night, I'm going to disclose it right now. I'm going to use a cheat code in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 to give me all kinds of money. Now, I don't want to use a code that unlocks all the stats, because the character Papa J might give me might not have any stats, or you know what I mean, might not have all the stats maxed out. So he's going to send me this picture. I'm going to use a money cheat. I'm going to buy each individual stat just like it looks in the picture he sends me. So I figured I will go this extra distance to make sure it's as fair or as comfortable, that's the word, as comfortable for him as we need. And if that means I got to go through and make his skater and put in cheat codes to get his stats the way he needs them and likes them, I'll do it. That's the other rule. No max stats. We're not trying to do max stats here. If we wanted to do something that was even in that nature, we would just use one of the pro skaters without playing through the story. It would be low stats. But he wants to get warmed up. I feel like it's something he can do. I'm going to have to copy his stats, so it doesn't even matter what skater I decide to progress with. I can create the skater, which is fine. I'll use it. But whatever his stats are, I'll set mine at just to keep it easy. So I guess I'm kind of done talking now because I kind of want to play. And I just kick the camera like always because it's to my right and I don't have a great setup. I do have a great setup, but I don't have a great game streaming setup, especially when you're streaming from a PlayStation Classic without an Elgato or one of those third-party screen recorders, because on your PC you just download software and whatever's on your screen it records. Unfortunately, if I download that same software from my PC, it doesn't care what I'm doing on the PlayStation Classic or the other screen, it won't record it. So clearly those of you who are watching this now probably already know that because you're savvy enough to find YouTube, and that's how easy it is for some people to set something like that up. Just not me. So I got this little webcam right here, whoop, whoop, shining right at the TV, just like we did last practice session, and I'm here playing the PlayStation Classic, wired original PlayStation controller, no analog sticks, just slim, plain Jane. All right, let's go back to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I was going to look around for it, but I remembered I was on it. Oh, hold on. Papa J just messaged me in the chat. He said 3 weeks of practice with live practice before each podcast. So 3 weeks of practice, man. So you want to get together Tuesdays before the podcast, not this Tuesday to give the announcement to the winner, but you want to use 3 weeks to practice? You type your answer while I get this game loaded up. I'm good with that. I'm going to practice, in between more than just on Tuesdays, but I guess on Tuesdays when we practice together, we'll be able to find out where each other's at. So I don't know if that's giving it away. I thought we were good to go after these 3 days. Oh, I guess that makes sense. You need the extra 2 weeks. I think we originally said 3 weeks just from him and I, Papa J and I discussing. But that was before we figured out what Tony Hawk game we wanted to play. We were going to string it out. This Tuesday we were going to practice on Tony Hawk's 1. And then next Tuesday we were going to practice Tony Hawk 2. The next Tuesday would be 3, and then we'd pick one, and then that 4th Tuesday would be the competition on the Tony Hawk we chose. But I guess we chose a little early, so I got confused. It's just 3 weeks of practice. Every Tuesday you'll catch us before the show's streaming. The practice rounds between each other. Handing the controller back and forth just like good old days. You'll see it. Couch co-op. Yep. So Papa J just said it. Stream. 4th week's for real. You guys hear the game audio well enough, or you want me to turn it up? Yeah. The Ace of Spades! Hey, they stole Triple H's music. Tony Hawks. I know they didn't steal the group, but I feel like I first heard this on Triple H's one of his intros. Maybe not the Ace. Yeah. Did he ever have the Ace of Spades as Triple H's intro from WWF? The Ace of Spades! The Ace of Spades! What's up, K-Dog? Maybe I'm yelling and screaming. Sometimes I get so caught up in what's being typed in the chat, and I just stare at the chat waiting for the next person to say something. Papa J, we know you turn the music off. You're that weird generation that can sit in silence and not listen to anything. Hold on. You're insane, by the way. When you do that, do you turn everything off or just the music? Like the sound effects, the little sounds you hear? Yeah, sound effects. You turn those off or keep them on? What's up, cutie? Don't bump the camera. I'm going to create a skater for you guys out there so you get to see me go through this process real quick. Just the music. Yeah? I hope you're not that insane where you turn everything off and just sit there and listen to your own breathing or the sound of your own farts. Oh, hey, that's right. How do you hear it all the way over there? Well, you're listening to music, Caden. K-Dog said, I keep sound effects on and listen to my own music. Yeah, that makes sense. One of the features that came out for the original Xbox back in the day was you could do that to some of the games. You could remove the disc, or you could burn CDs right to your Xbox. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. You could rip the music off, have it stored on your Xbox. So when you're playing, I want to say SXX, I don't know. One of the games allowed you, Project Gotham Racing, to turn your own music on. In the options, it usually had a thing that says use your own music or listen to game music. And that's what was cool. They kind of went away from that, I feel like. Well, I guess I understand why. It's because now you can honestly listen to whatever you want, however you want, where you want. Baba J, I asked you a question. Do you turn everything off, including the sound effects, or just the music? Psycho. Alright. Skater. Oh. I hit square to try to delete everything. Let's go with Z Money. Do they have dollar signs here? No dollar signs? Nope. Because I just put a Z with a dollar sign. Where's the U in this whole thing? They're like, there's no U in money. In my money there is. That's why it's only redeemable upon me. Hey, if you got a Z Money dollar, you're probably the richest guy in the world. Alright, just the music, Papa J said. Hometown? Sure. I guess that's Mesa. I've been told. Go listen to the previous episodes of Big Up Radio. I got scolded. Somebody asked Mike the neighbor, Mike the monster, and his friends. They all asked me, where are you from? And I said Minnesota, right? Because when I was a few months old, I was born here, but in Arizona. When I was a few months old, my parents decided to move to Minnesota, and I lived there up until 2002. I was born in '87, stayed there in 2002. So when people ask me, naturally, I'm gonna say Minnesota, because that's where I spent most of my childhood years. Now, give me another 10 years, I'll start saying Arizona. But that got me in a lot of trouble. People thought I was just trying to be a liar, and I'm not, honest, and I'm just a full of shit kind of guy. Yeah, it wasn't good. Like, I almost had to fight all Mike the Monster's friends, because they're all monsters, just like Mike the Monster. So, either way, we got through it, and they didn't fight me. They ended up asking me a question as they were all heated right before they were going to fight me, and I told them. And they're like, oh, that's it? And I was like, whoa, what do you mean that's it? You guys are the ones that had an issue with it, not me. Jeez. Jeez. So, but of course I went there in my outspoken self with a garage full of Mikey's friends that already didn't really like me at that time too much. And I walked in there. I was like, "You guys got a problem with me or what?" And they're like, "What?" Their eyes got big. I said, "Yeah, I heard you think I'm lying to you." And that's when it all broke down. That's when I decided to use my words to fight them, and it turned out to work. I didn't outsmart them. I just told them what was up. They got them. Context is everything, I guess, right? Context. Look at that big ass nose on that dude. I can't see type 1. And I can't see type 3 barely. Type 2. That's effed up. They make everything dark, super dark on this game. Alright, we'll go with brown hair. Torso, long sleeve, large pad. Well, I don't wear elbow pads when I normally go skate. I wear either a tank top or just a t-shirt. Long underwear, long plaid, sleeveless plaid. Hey, shirtless is cool. Hey, tank top. Yeah, is that a tank top with sweatbands everywhere? Hey, Noel, leave that stuff alone right now. I've already told you a couple times. Jersey 3. This one's supposed to have a hoodie. How do I rotate? Square and circle. Oh, I thought this Jersey 3 was gonna have a hoodie on it just because of the neckline. All right, we'll go with the white tank. We'll look all trashy for this. Tank top. Carpenter. I usually do shorts now with knee pads. I wonder if they got shorts with knee pads. Shorts. Cargo short. Ripped shorts. Hey, white pads. They got volleyball pads because I'm not really cool enough to have normal, awesome, hard plastic protective pads. So I use what I can get for free, and that's volleyball pads for my wife's school. She throws them at me all the time. She's like, "Hey, you want some pads?" And I said, "Sure." And at first I was like, "Wait a minute, I shouldn't have said sure to that answer," because she asked if I wanted a pad. When a woman asks if you want a pad, it's usually not to protect your knees from skatering. So it threw me off. Let's do the mid socks, not ankles. What are those reversed? Oh, that's long underwear. Papa J, you probably have those long underwear on. Campbell shoes, Gilbert's, Costin's. Costin's one of my favorite character skaters. Rides for girl skateboards. All right. Am I happy with this? This hair. How do I change my hair? I want to change my nose. This is the dumbest hair ever. I don't see anything for hair. I just see a head, brown hair, white hair. How did Jared? Maybe I got to continue on. It's been so long. Yeah, Caden, you left your board in my car. I just went to the skate park today, and I pulled it out of my back seat. I was like, oh, I probably don't want to leave this in a cooking car the whole time. It might warp your board. Warp your board, friend. All right, let's continue. See what's next. There was no... How did you do that, Papa J? You got the chain. Let me go back. Is there anything else I can change here? How did you get balding, Papa J? Afro guy? Well, that's not racist. See, systemic racism, right? Maybe I gotta go through. Yeah, there you go. Just gotta keep going through. That seems like me. I got a nice full head of hair. There should be a receding hairline there for sure. I feel like I got a scar. The whole left side of my face that's darkened. Looks like there's a scar by my eye. I don't know if you can see it on the... I'll do slick too. I'm alright with that. Alright, now let's continue. Stats. I got 5 stats left. I can't take anything off. Alright, since we're going for... rail balance. Manuals. Alright, I got 1 left. What do I want to do? More rail or more manuals? I do a lot of grinding, but after that revert, it's just common to hit the manual. So I'll do rail. I've been practicing more with those reverts lately, so I should be all right. Continue. Use initial 5 points. Yup. I'm not editing any of these tricks at all. There's, although that says 3 of 5 specials. Let me just up, right triangle. Let's do the dark slide. Oh, it's already there. I can't pick no other trick? Why do they give us 5 slots if I can't pick any other trick besides the trick that I already have selected? What other specials I got out here? 540s flip. Kick flip McTwist. Alright, we'll go upright circle for the 540. What? Dark slide. This is dumb. I guess I only have 3 specials, but they allow me to put 5. I'll have to find out later. Maybe there's something I'm forgetting. Maybe I gotta unlock this stuff. Unlock tricks. I don't know. It's been forever. Number 1 and 2, I was a diehard fan for Tony Hawk's, but once it got to number 3, I was like, all right, this is cool. Played it for hundreds of hours on the previous 2. Same game. Almost every same exact skater. A lot of the levels are still generally the same. Like, for example, you have the School 2, you have Venice Beach. You got a couple other levels that are big. The hangar. I mean, you start off on the hangar in both levels, I guess. 2 different hangars, but it's a hangar. Next level is a school on both of them, I'm pretty sure. So they do a lot of the same thing. And the third one, I was just like, okay, let me play this. I'll play it, but I'm not gonna spend years learning things on it. All right, let's pick the board. Who do I want to be? I don't want Tony Hawk. 4 elements. Do they have girl skateboards? Let's see. Ooh, I used to have the red sign. Unlock with Chad. I thought it was a rising sun. Rodney Mullen's board. Paradise Slammer. There's Costin. Super. His board is a super cock. Alright, well, I'll use Eric Costin's board. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go with Element. Bam. Bam Margera. Bam Margera. It's right here. I like Element. Elements are good boards. It's funny how they can't use the actual... I noticed that it says welcome in the upper left, but it won't tell you the brand name. 4 Elements, I think that's just a made-up company for this game. Tony Hawk logo. They don't call it Birdhouse. Chinsu, what is that? Viking. Gilfberg. They won't even call Flip. Oh, this game is funny. Even then, they got around this kind of problem. But it just sucks. They usually still have problems bringing this stuff to the future and making it current. Because one of the things you got to do with the game, if you want to bring it forward and do a remake, you got to stay as much original as you can. Just make the graphics upgraded, controls maybe, but all the visual stuff in the game should be there. And I hope welcome is. But usually music is the one thing they can't get licensed. Or at least all of it, and I feel like they've gotten 90% of the tracks for this new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remix coming up. Holy crap, I cannot wait for that game. Online mode with the 2 games of Tony Hawk that have never been online. I think 3 might have been. I could be wrong, but 4 I feel like it was. I feel like I played 4 online on the PS2. I feel like that came out there. I think 3 came out on the PS2 as well. Either ways, let's pick this board. Save skater into career file. Sure. What memory card am I going to use? No idea. No idea. All right, save successful. Let's finally play some stuff. Career mode. New career. Let's do it. I think I have Tony Hawk as my last career, or Eric Costin. Move a couple things around. Hey, look, there I am. I'm right there. Continue. Hey, didn't even say my name, so I'm just hoping that looks like my guy. Let's do the Foundry. Ooh, yeah, that's right. This one. High score, pro score, 6 score, collect skate. Remember last practice, the very first challenge I loaded up on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1, that warehouse level, I got all of them. All these challenges in the first time, but I think there's only 5 challenges instead of all these. High score, pro score, collect skate, It was find the secret tape. I forgot what the other one is, which are all on here too. All right, let's see how this is done. Oh, far drop. Right off the. I was coming to get this S. I'll still get it. Where? What's that up there? What? Okay, I ran into that K last time. Let's work on escape first. I saw this over here. And I saw a letter or two over here too, to the right. How did I? Oh, I was leaning too far back. I guess in real life you wouldn't be able to do that either. Is that other letter up top? I gotta do barrels. Let me grind that panel on the wall that's flashing at. Oh, I saw that letter. I just run into it. There it is. Look at the slowdown. You saw it? I couldn't see where I was spinning. Let me get this wall panel. Come on, get up. Hey, when you press buttons on this one, he gets up. What is that on the wall right there? Nothing, nothing, nothing. I don't see that. There's one. 3. Where's the other one? Nothing. Uh-oh, there's 2. Oh, that was the longest wall ride I ever did. There's the other one. No? Did I do that? Did I get it? Where is it? Please don't tell me it's upstairs. Please don't tell me it's up there. Stab point. Manual! Is this it? Is this a contender? 28,000 right there. And I just broke. I got 2 more challenges right off. Right as soon as it hit 0, I was like, "Let's manual." Activate the press. Grind the control booth. Find this cannonball over the half pipe. How do I cannonball? I'm pretty sure I just did that in my last combo, last move on accident. Valves jammed. Is it? Nowhere on here does it say anything about 5. Like if it was, because I don't know if to activate press, I had to do those 4 wall rides on those things and then go to that center and do that lever that went ahead and activated the press, or if there's no joke, 5 of those wall. There is 5 of those wall things. That's what it said, but there's no 5 on this. Anyways, 90s, the early thousands, 2000s. No, let's stay here. I feel like I can do a couple of these. I feel like I can get the score and grind those things on the wall unless they're already grinded. Wow, okay. Here's the cool thing. I went to save this career. It said press square to delete. I don't want to do that. I don't know why they would just say that and wouldn't put a delete button icon down at the bottom there. Blocks needed 1. Blocks free 14. That's BS. I probably have 14,000 blocks if this was reading my memory, my memory card faster. Blocks needed 1. All right, let's do this. Sure. Overwrite career A. F you career A. Let's do this. Keep it easy. Career Z. That's a Y. That's a Y. Z. All right. Let's go to end. All right. Saving memory card from Zach Wood. Oh yeah, so good. Best combo. 11 trick combo for 28,000. All right. There's still no money. Mine's an H, but ZACH. Let's retry. Let's see if we can get something else here. Let's see if this one's done before I move on. No. Spend all of our time trying to get that and then the last score. And then we'll move on. There's 2. I feel like there's 1 up top there. Ow! There's 3. I feel like there's... Oh, I know where the other one is. Oh, was that number 4? That was number 4. Okay, there's 5 back over at this side. Haha, found it. Wait, why was it hard last time? Alright, let's get that score, dude. Let's see if we can rack up a combo. Maybe I can cannonball. I gotta find out what over the half pipe. I did it, dude! Let's get that score. That's not how we're gonna do it. Well, let's do it. Kickflip. Let's get that revert down. It's so hard now. Come on, baby. I'm not gonna get the 6 score. I just know it. I need that revert working. So you gotta press the controller as fast. I gotta grind somewhere. Come on, give me a good rail. Not that one. Ah! Oh, I got busted by that ledge. I could have got the 6 score. That ledge wasn't there. Grind to control booth. Find the secret tape. Sure, saving. Saving career. Let's move to the next level. I'm interested. Yeah, that run sucked. Level select. Los Angeles, baby. Same thing. I'll just work on the top 3 for now. This is the easiest one. Plus, I'm trying to freaking get better at my combos. Nosy. What's that right there? What's that right there? Look at this! Look at this! This is why. That's why I need an analog controller. Oh, hey, can I make this work? Oh! I fell onto the ladder. That means I missed an A somewhere back here. Should be relatively close. Hey, is that a stat point? And there's a letter over there. I saw it. Alright, I lost my bearings. What was that? Maybe I tried to sneak a trick in there at the last second. Who knows? Other letters, other letters, other letters, other letters. There it is. You can't cut this stuff, really. What is that? Oh. Where's the T? Haha! What the fudge? What the fudge is that, guys? You saw that. How is it up there? How do I get up there? Let's try it this way. I grinded it. Maybe I gotta come off the side of that ramp. I hear something zitting. Oh! Oh, I did it, and then I fell. I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know why I grabbed the wall. I guess if you're that close, you try to do a kickflip into the wall, you should fall, right? In real life. Alright, I got 2 of them. I got 2. Grind the electrical rail. Let's do this. Save it again. I guess that's what we gotta do now, because it doesn't auto-save back in these days. Jeez. Jesus rice. Alright, let's try for the other scores. Let's see what we can get out of this. I kick flipped right into the dirt. Alright, 180. Yep. That's what you get. Oh, I guess that's me. I guess that's what I get. I'm not picking the good runs right now. I just come on, guys. Hook a brother up. What's over here? I hear that. It wants me to grind it. I'm just not doing it right now. Yep, right into a wall. Maybe just... Whoa! Am I going somewhere? What happened? Oh, it opened up! What is this? Stop moving. Let me look. I feel like I'm gonna fall the frick out. What is this? I don't even think I found this. Am I on a roof? Is that a secret tape? Oh my goodness. And then I fall. Holy crap, what was that? I just grinded from the top of that. There's no secret tape up there? I figured that's what it would be. I don't remember these challenges. You can modify your stats, tricks, and decks. Do this now. It's trying to say I suck. I need to put some more stat points on. Sure. Let me put some stat points on. Let me just make it easier for me to get a big score. Alright. Stats. Like I said, we're sticking with the rail balance. I'll keep it all the way up. You use 2 points? Yay. Dang, so we got 3 weeks to build up our characters and go through this career mode? I think that's cool too. 3 weeks, man. Practice every Tuesday together, and every other day is just independent what we want to do. Okay. Okay. Play. I'm too timid now. I feel like I'm more prude than I was when I was a kid. Because when I was a kid, I didn't care. I was throwing up and downs off a ollie in the street, acting like it's gonna every point counts. Well, I guess right now it does. What? I can't even stand up straight for 10 minutes of that. 2 minutes. 30 seconds. All right, I feel like I can get some good stuff here. I pushed up down. That revert's killing me right now. See? But you don't get points for a you do get points for a revert. Come on, this is so difficult. I was trying to grab the curb. I don't even think I've opened up the next level yet. So I gotta do something. I gotta find a good spot here. Something where I can just build it up. Clearly I'm not good at vert. I picked the street style skater. I thought that was a jump, so I lifted off and tried to do a bunch of button mashes. That's a one trick. Front foot impossible. That looks nuts. Was that 800 points for that? Gotta try that again. Oh man. Let's go do this again. Fail. Oh, I hate it. Land, land! That one trick, I gotta stop hitting up, up, and then square, because that's that front foot impossible. See? Oh, there it is, I landed it. Oh, this one, okay. I could have just went all the way through this room. Hopefully this thing works. Like a vert ramp's supposed to do anything but work. Whoa! I forgot I can get into there. I thought I was going to do the dramatic ragdoll off the wall. Stall on that top ledge up there? Shall we? Not today. Oh, I landed. That should have been a... Technically, I landed first before I hit the ground. They should have gave me those points. That's stupid. Dang, I got one of the challenges. Thought I was gonna get that 6 score. 100,000. I guess when you first ever play Tony Hawk, this is kind of how you beat it. You pick one of the freaking challenges, the level goals, and you work your way down. You stick to one until you get it, and you move your way down. Normally, I usually am good enough to go ahead and complete these whole lists for the first 2 levels and the first 2 Tony Hawks. The third Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I remember, I think I only managed to clear the first level in 1-1 2 or 3 times. It's a pretty hard one. They added everything they should have in the first 2, obviously, so whatever. Whatever, it's a harder game. I like it. It feels way more fluid than the other 2 Tony Hawks. I'm kind of glad we picked this one. Well, Papa J, I went up the elevator, I would say like 10 minutes ago, and either I don't remember ever doing that again, because it felt like or previously I ever remember doing that, because it felt like I just unlocked heaven. I was like, what is this? It was so simple to get to. So either way. What's up, Paigey? You're going to Nana Cece's? Why?
I don't know, Mama wants to go with us.
Really? Okay. Well, that's cool. Alright, I'm going to pause this real quick. Everybody watch. I'll be right back. I will be right back. Wife is leaving somewhere for some reason. Need to make sure it's not because I did it. What's up, kitty?
Mama, is Nana Cece gonna be there? Mama.
I know. Okay, guys, it's not my fault she's leaving. Mother-in-law, Mike the Monster's favorite person in the whole wide world, my mother-in-law, happened to get a new TARDIS and would like everybody to come see it.
What are you talking about?
He's playing video
You
games.
thought you did something wrong?
Yeah, I thought you were leaving because I did something wrong. That's why I came out. I was like, did I do something wrong? Because she came in and said that you're leaving to go to your mom's house. And I was like, well, why? Because the only time you usually leave me here while going to your mom's house is if something crazy happens. Okay, and then I get that and walk away. I thought this was settled, but apparently it's not. So I will be right back again. Something that would happen because of what I've done. I did some fucked up, so now you're going, it's nothing to do against you. I'm the one who fucked it all up. I make you feel like by saying I fucked something else that you don't. Okay, you were wrong, so I said you usually leave when I do something bad. You just got done saying it. That's what last time I said. You know that, right? What are you talking about? You're what? I don't play big man strings with people over there. Because you're just trying to make me want to fall off. It's usually not. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Why would you take offense to that? You're nothing. I made it seem like I was an asshole or something. So now you're thinking. You just cut it out that I seem for an asshole. That's not the case. I made fun of myself. I said I probably did something fucked up. Nobody thought that. People were laughing like, yeah, you probably fucked something else. Yo, one thing for guys, like you're reading too hard. I know you. That's the problem. You're upset, you're angry, you can't hear. It's not like that. Quite frankly, you get me all out. I've been sitting here. What do you mean? Because I'm fucking dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded at why you're acting this way. That's why. You are. You were. Right now, yes. Stop. There's no reason. You're doing that. I was trying. See it? I didn't even do it. But yeah, we're still mad at you. Blasted. Don't do anything stupid. We're not blasted. So you're taking it personally on purpose. I specifically said I'm an asshole. So she's gonna leave me. I'm an asshole. I didn't say that. You just wait. Why would you? Why would you?
They're fighting right now.
I
So
don't care. You're not talking, you're yelling like an asshole. See, you're the asshole, and that's why you're weird. You're right, you're an asshole. Jesus! I'm gonna tell the whole world now! Oh my goodness! Well, at first it wasn't because I did anything wrong, but apparently now it is. Jesus criminy. Some people need to understand that if you're already mad at something, you shouldn't get involved in other things because you're just going to get more mad at that thing for no reason. And that's what just happened. Let's see if I can get a combo down first. Man. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Stupid. Dumb. Dumb. I'm just going to keep saying that over because it's helped me feel better right now. Dumb. Dumb. Ugh. You guys caught it. Made sure it was all muted down low. You guys heard it firsthand yourself. You guys know if there's anything wrong with that whole scenario? I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong. Dark slide. Bye. Bye, guys. Have fun. Have fun looking at the new tortoises. Bye. All right. Did you guys hear all that though? You guys could hear it? Let me know if you could. Very entertaining for the spectator, I'll tell you that much. How did that not... You guys saw me... You guys saw me do that nosy. Well, good you couldn't. And I guess that sucks because you missed out. Honestly, nothing. Didn't do it. I always do that. I gotta change that trick. I gotta change it. What is that? I tried to get into that bowl. Chink. Right on his tooth. In. I almost had an opportunity. I'm just mentally out of it right now, I guess. It's not like I haven't been sucking the whole time anyway. Oh, almost comboed it. Let's see what's over here. Oh, there's a green box. I wonder if you guys remember where that secret tape is? Oh, missed that wire. Oh, man. Hey. Oh, I tried to grind onto that road. That was cool. All right. I remember doing that before. Stop. What? If I'm not pushing the button, your character should stop. Why do I gotta hold down? I'm just trying to check out what's around. Look at that. Oh, I already grinded that wire. I want to get to that street. Oh, how did I land that? That should not have landed. I'll grind from that. How do I get to that wire? Is there another elevator around here somewhere? There's so many wires in this level, dude. I grabbed the wrong thing. nothing. Nothing again. Ugh! I get so taken out of it sometimes for no apparent reason. I hate that. Everybody's all in a good mood except for one person. One person's doing something else. Not being bothered. They're just in a whole nother mindset than the other people in the house. I'm not sure if that person's just not happy or what, but they shed their crappy mood on everybody else, and it sucks. I've been told that by certain people that I do that. Like, I used to do that a lot. I used to push my negative emotions onto other people, or at least get them to feel the same way I did, so I wasn't in that feeling all alone, because everybody hates being alone. They want somebody else on their side so they can angrily see it from their point of view the same way they can. But I don't deal with that anymore. I don't do that anymore. I've not grown up, but I've been told enough by people I spend a lot of time with that, hey, that happens, and I make a conscious effort not to do any of that thing. So I'd like to think when I'm around people, 98, I'll benefit of doubt, 98% of the time, I'm trying to be in a good mood in front of all you. Not, okay, that sounded bad. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm always in a good mood. But if there's that one thing that comes around on a podcast night on Tuesday before everybody shows up and I happen to be mad, they're not going to know, or at least nowadays they won't. They used to know all the time. But then I was told, like, hey, man, calm down. There ain't no reason to get like this, especially if you've been doing something and then we're over here doing something. You're messing up our mojo. Like, I've been told that a lot. I get it. So I don't do that. But nobody else has that same courtesy towards me at all. Like, Papa J does, things of that nature. But certain people are just like, hey, I'm going to tell you how to act towards us, but I'm not going to do the same thing that I told you not to do. All right? I'm going to do it. Do as I say, not as I do. All right? That's the dumb thing. I hate that so much. Listen, if you're about to tell me to do anything, one, you better make sure you're already not doing the thing you're trying to tell me not to do. And two, you better not go do that thing later on, because I'm going to remember it because you specifically told me not to do it. Like hugging Mike's wife. Mike's wife. Out of nowhere one day, we've told this story plenty of times on Big Up Radio too, out of nowhere, Mike the neighbor, myself, his wife, my wife, all hanging out like we do Saturdays, Fridays, weekends, whatever day we decide to hang out and get together. Well, usually when I leave, I'm a hugger. I hug everybody. Give his wife a hug. Mike is not a hugger. He's a fist bumper. Bumps your fist. So I bump his fist, hug his wife, hug whoever else is there, so on and so forth. For whatever reason, out of nowhere one day, I hugged his wife. He's like, see? Why are you always hugging my wife? Didn't think anything of it beforehand. Didn't even think it was an issue until he said that. He's like, yeah, man, you're always hugging my wife. You notice how I fist bump your wife? And I was like, you fist bump everybody, Mike. You don't hug nobody. You don't want to share the love. Unless it's covered up by pants. That's only trying to love. You still even try to share it. That's when you'll share your love. Jesus. Anyways, he yelled at me, hugging his wife, and that's what got this all started. So I was going to use him as an example of saying he tells me not to hug, but then he goes and hugs. So what does he do? He tells me not to hug his wife, and then because he thinks we're flirting, and then he goes and flirts with my mother-in-law. He goes and flirts. This is the problem. Flirts. Not even hugs. He's going to tell me, hey, man, I ain't hug nobody. Well, yeah, but you flirt. You flirt with all these women after you just got done telling me not to hug your women because you're not insecure. Maybe you're jealous because I don't know what you're I don't know. But you go and do it, and it's been this thing on Big Up Radio, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, because he told me not to do something to where he thinks I'm flirting a little too much, but then he goes and flirts with everybody. I got pictures of him on our Discord of him watching my mom, my mother-in-law, push her boobs together. Push her boobs together. And I got pictures of him just mouth wide, oh, what are those? Like he's never seen him, oh my gosh. But she is pretty attractive. We already went through this too on last episode. So now, instead of, I have no way to get him back. Like, I can tell him, yeah, dude, don't do that. But then I got to stop hugging his wife. You know what I mean? But I bring it up to him. I'm like, dude, you told me to not do this. That's why I'm doing this. But yet you're doing that. So I steal his porn. I steal his porn. And for whatever reason, I'm not stealing it, I don't feel like. This dude leaves stacks of Playboys all nice and bundled up with the twine. I don't know what he did with them or where he found them. In his garage. And whenever I walk by, like, I take one. But initially, when we all first started hanging out almost a year ago, I don't know if they were just grossed out by it, or if they were just trying to get it off their, shoulders, or if they're just trying to put up a front because I saw them there and they didn't want me to think they're weird. But him and his wife both offered me all those, like all of them. Nobody looked through them. Nobody did nothing. Nada. And at first I was kind of weirded out. I was like, no, man, I'm not gonna take your porn. Like, we've only been hanging out for like a week or two. Like, what? I guess that tells you how comfortable we've been becoming, where they would offer us something like that. We're all good friends. But he offered me it, and I said no, turned it down, like, respectfully. I said maybe later. I don't know. I mean, it's weird to like have that stuff just laying around in your hallways where everybody walks and just looks down and can see it. And that's how I discussed, like, after the fact that it was offered me, that's when I started seeing it. I didn't even see it before because I wasn't looking for anything like that. But when they said, yeah, we got it, we just got a couple stacks in the hallway, so I went and looked down, and there's a stack of porn. And every time the first time this happened, I grabbed one, and I took it home as a December issue. At first, I grabbed one, set it on their table, and he's like, what are you doing with this? I was like, I'm just taking it. He's like, why are you stealing from me? I was like, dude, you offered these all to me. I'm just taking them one at a time. And so ever since that day, every time I take one of them, he thinks I'm stealing. So I steal like 4 or 5. Oh, dude, he's going to be so mad. For those of you who are watching this right now, you're about to be in for a treat. Let me tell you something. Inside skinny, and you can't tell Mike the Monster at all. For those of you who don't know where I was reaching or why I was reaching in that direction, I have a stash here. Stash of great magazines. Stash of Playboy. Those of you who are looking right now, I'm holding in my hand the coveted. I don't even. You know Tia Carrere, right? Wayne's World. She was the one that was in the music video with the snake all around. Hey, get your snake off me! It's so big. This snake is heavy. She was in that movie, and I have her Playboy. Now, I'm showing you guys who are watching this Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Challenge because I don't want Mike the neighbor to know, so I'm not even going to show him yet. Yesterday, we all hung out and got a little too drunk, and I woke up this morning, which we'll recap, with this laying on my table, my game table. I don't know how this Playboy was just sitting there on the game table. Like, either, this is why I'm afraid to ask him. When I was drunk, I stole it, or when I was drunk, he brought it over and was feeling nice. Like, hey, man, you can have this porn. I gave it to you in the first place anyway, but then I started being an asshole and call it back because you started finding all the good ones in there. So I kind of want all that now. But here, you have this one. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's that. I feel like something happened when I was drunk, and we might talk about it on Tuesday, depending on how brave I'm feeling, because I've gotten chewed out so many times. Even after the show, he comes at me like, why do you always steal my stuff and then tell everybody on the show? Why do people have... Here, if you're my friend... And unless you tell me not to say something, you say, hey, Zach, don't say this. Or, hey, Zach, keep it a secret. Or, hey, Zach, make sure you don't tell these people. I'm telling everybody. My life has been an open book since day one. Now, I figured out I can single this all the way down to where it came from. My mother. My mother, love her to death, God rest her soul. She, anytime I had a girlfriend, anytime I had a friend, anybody, she was the mom that wouldn't bust out your baby book, but she would go ahead and sit there and try to tell embarrassing stories about you to get you to laugh and try to, make it a cool situation. It was always funny, but I never lived a lot of that down. Every single woman I've been with, every 10 women I've had kids with, they all know everything about me down to the minute. I have zero secrets. Zero secrets. There may be one or two, but that's because everybody has one or two. There's not nobody that's come clean. You got to have some things personal. I don't feel like I need things personal, but to keep me sane, and from what everybody's been telling me, I keep 1 or 2 things personal. But for the most part, you guys even all know all that. It's just not spread to the world. I'm going to tell everybody everything unless you say, Zach, don't say this, ... And that's not what I'm saying. Don't say ... That's just the end of the conversation for you ignorants out there. But I will respect it when you say it. And none of that's been said on Mike's end at all. None of that's been said from my wife. None of that's been said from so-and-so. It's always, why do you got to tell everybody? Well, why didn't you tell me not to? So there's 2 to tango here. You better make sure you uphold your end of the bargain. And who knows, when we're talking, sometimes I might be, do you want me to say this? Because if I'm thinking it's crazy enough, I'll ask you, you want me to say this or no? Because if you want me to say something that crazy, I'd love to say it. But if you're trying to keep that kind of stuff a secret, don't tell me. Don't tell me unless you tell me not to tell. I'm going to tell everybody. I will find your mom. I will go to your grandma's gravesite. I will leave notes. I will tell. So I'm telling you right now, don't tell Mikey that I stole his. Oh, here's the thing. I don't even know if I did it. And that's what we're trying to figure out right now. I was too afraid to. I had a picture ready, and I was going to text him this morning and say, dude, I don't know how I ended up with this, but it's here. It was like a Christmas present. I'm afraid he's going to yell at me. So we may or may not talk about it on Tuesday. We'll let you guys decide. But let me see here. I think I'm going to be done with today a little bit. Like I said, that last interaction, for those of you who've been sticking around with my wife, was put me in a different mood mentally, and I'm really irritated right now. So I don't want to spread that on to you guys. Hey, Papa J, you gonna play? No, I think I'm done, Papa J. I appreciate you guys sitting here and watching me do this, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up. And what that means is, it means next time you see me in a Tony Hawk Pro Skater practice, you'll see Papa J too, because it's gonna be this Tuesday. I might do something tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? But I'll be here for you guys. If you have any questions, podcast@biglipradio.com. Check out biglipradio.com to see everything that we have to offer for you. We have shirts, we got hats, we got content locked behind paywalls, which you suckers can pay for to go hear Papa J and myself incriminate. You can't sue because you're paying for it, so we put a lot of disclaimers on there. So get over yourselves. Go sign up for that lip service. And I guess if that's it, I will see you guys this upcoming Tuesday. This Tuesday. Peace.